everybody, welcome to a brand new movie review. This one is for Inside Out 2. Now, I got a chance to see the movie early, so thanks to Sociedad Integrada and Disney to inviting me to an early screening of the movie. Now, with this sequel, we follow Riley, who hasn't aged 9 years since the first movie was released, but instead becoming a teenager. Riley is now 13, about to enter high school, and with this change, she's also facing some new emotions that start to cause some conflict inside her head. Now, I grew up watching Pixar movies. There's so many great Pixar movies. There are so many classics that I love them. And I love that each one has like their own purpose and their own unique story that you can really relate to. And it's just so fascinating. So I put the movies from Pixar to a very high standard. Now, every time I go to a Pixar movie, I just want to hit that magical note. You know, that feeling when you get to a Pixar movie is done, when you had your emotions tested, when you got a great story, you're laughing your butt off, literally witness what could be a classic before your eyes. Or is this another one that is in a kind of a okay spot and it doesn't really meet to the standards you would expect from Pixar? And after sat down and having watched this movie, oh, this is Pixar at their best. I'm very happy to say that Inside Out 2 is not just a great sequel, but it's a great Pixar movie. It hits all the high notes you're hoping for when you go into a Pixar movie. And I feel that has been really hard to do lately because Pixar has kind of changed the way they go about movies. Like, you remember when you get a show before a film, I believe they're not doing that. At least recently, there was no short film in this movie attached to it. But there is a cool post-credit scene. Now, but the quality of this movie, it reminds you of what they can do when they are at their best. And let me go into the things I for sure enjoy about this movie. For one, the story and the direction of where Inside Out 2 goes. While there is a lot of Pixar sequels out there, some of them feel more forced than others. That's my personal opinion. Toy Story 4, a movie that I really enjoy, but I felt like it was forcing its sequel. Now, with Inside Out 2, this feels like a natural progression of the story we saw Riley as a kid. And as you grow up, things become more complex, you feel different things, and that's what they're tackling here with her as a teenager turning 13. And the new additions of the emotions I thought also worked well. I thought it was odd, some of the choices they made, like way unwell or envy. I still find myself really engaging with all of them, especially with anxiety. She steals the whole show here. But it's not even with just the new emotions. There's new things to do with inside the body. That was one of the funniest parts of the original movie, is when joy and sadness are exploding Riley's mind and they're going to all these islands or part of the brain. And I always get a huge kick, and not only the puns they do, like the sarcasms, but also the creativity attached to it. Because there's a lot of parts to our Inside Out 2 that is paying respect to animation. There's several forms of animation throughout this movie, not just the regular 3D Pixar look, but they pay homage to like video game animation, some paper cut South Park looking animation, 2D animation, and that's the stuff that I always like Pixar does, is that they pay respect to the fear, and the new belief system that they throw in here that becomes like the main plot device of the movie I just was also fascinated with that concept. I know this is a kid movie, but man, there's some real maturity or kind of a complex themes that Inside Out 2 tackles. They are down to a kid level, still for sure entertaining, and you can very much appreciate it as an adult. But the way the movie handles breaking down emotions, what makes our personality, uh, all of that, like I was so fascinated, and with that, there's actually some serious things that going on. I just love the way this movie handled more mature themes while still keeping it family and child friendly. Pixar has always found a way to live in that balance, and I feel that's what really gives the movies magic. Because of course there's an emotional ride. Not going to say I was as emotional in this one as I was in the first one. The first one actually got me crying. This one, I was more just had tears to start formulated in my eyes, but never really got to the point where I was battling. Still, though, I can for sure see some people just crying their eyes out in here, because there's even a couple of lines there are like gut punches to adore here, and I'm like, pizza, damn, I was not expecting that. And also, even want to take a second to praise the animation, because you can see the 9-year upgrade Pixar has gone through from the first movie to this movie. While I still think the first Inside Out movie looks beautiful, this one is breathtaking. There's so much more detail, so much more vibrant, beautiful colors, even just the emotions themselves and the way they kind of force on them, it sticks out a little bit more. Or there's just other, just especially in that third act, that really sticks out and you go, whoa, this looks gorgeous. And I woke up extremely happy with Inside Out 2. And it's a movie that you can relate to. It has those themes to where it's complex, and but it's presented in such a palatable way where it's executed where the 5-year-old next to you and the 40-year-old next to you are both going to be hit with that emotional feeling. And that's why I kind of really dug about Inside Out too. I really love that. Now, I think what's probably going to maybe hold some people back from fully loving this film, it's just how extremely similar it is to the first movie. Because yeah, if you break it down, the plot here is a lot like the plot in the first movie. Okay, you have two conflicting emotions who want to go about controlling Riley in different ways. They cannot agree on it, and they end up going to an adventure to Riley's head, seeing all different parts of the brain, and then even ending off on a kind of a similar note of them. That for sure is very apparent, but I feel like it still worked out in a way, especially because of the belief system. This new thing they introduced in the movie, I felt like was different enough that some of the things they did in the first movie. Although the ending of this film is extremely similar to the last movie, there was a something a little bit, they hit a little bit different. That's the only negative I can think of for the most part, because this movie is just done really well. And the post-credit scene, stay for that, is a really cool post-credit scene. And I really hope we get another movie in this franchise. I'm hoping to see Riley more as an adult, maybe full-on a girl, have her own job and everything. That will be a very interesting story to tackle with, and will be very different from these two movies since she's already a grown up, and they can explore a lot more themes and complexity with her emotions and her life, and that would be really interesting to explore. So that's my review for Inside Out 2. If you like this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.